What's good, y'all? It's your girl Tamara Lanise, and I'm back with another video. I am going to be doing a holiday slay in this video, something that's very nice, very easy, soft glam, good for any holiday party or any holiday events that you're going to when you want to be cute, but you don't want to be doing too much. So if you're interested in seeing this look, then stay tuned, keep watching this video. Make sure you click like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me. And without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so I've already filled in my brows using the e.l.f. Deep Brown pencil, the one with the spoolie on the end. And now I'm just taking a concealer that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin tone to carve out my eyebrows. I think this is the LA Colors concealer in the color Toffee. But I'm using that, and I like to have my concealer kind of touch in the middle just so it could be a good measuring tool on having my arches in the same place and making sure my eyebrows kind of line up. Now I'm just blending in with my Real Techniques brush. I'm blending in that concealer into my skin, pressing it in so that I can get the lightness off of my eyes as much as possible. Now I'm taking the P. Louise eyeshadow base and I'm putting a little bit on my eyes and I'm going to blend that in, and that's going to be the base, of course, for my eyeshadow application. I'm using another Real Techniques brush, the little buffing brush, and I'm buffing that into my eyelid so we can get started on this eyeshadow. In the beginning I said I was doing this is a disclaimer, I said I was doing a holiday or a soft glam, I think I said. Yeah, that's what I had in my mind, and then when I started and I was listening to the music and all I had in my mind was holiday, so it's definitely not soft, but it's not like a whole lot to me anyway. But yeah, just keep looking. So anyway, I'm using the James Charles mini palette, and I am popping on some brown, a lighter shade of brown, and I think I did a lighter and a darker shade. So I think most of the time I try to stick with browns, especially when I'm kind of trying something and not sure what I want to do. I can never go wrong with brown. If I decide I'm doing a color, then I'm doing a color, and but yeah. So I'm blending in that brown shade on both of my eyelids. I'm working that shade in. Whenever blending, you want to just keep blending until your color starts to kind of fade a little bit and it doesn't look as dark. That's how you know your blending is going the way it's supposed to. Now I'm adding a darker brown right in the crease, just to darken it up a little bit because I am going to cut the crease. And I made it, I blended it up a little high because I want to cut my crease higher. And honestly, this was just me experimenting because I normally cut my crease a little lower. But I was like, oh, I wonder what happens if I cut like a higher cut crease. I know, like, experimenting with people's eyes, like some people have bigger eyes, so you have to cut their crease higher so they, when they open their eyes, you can actually see it. But yeah, I kind of experimented with this one, so I cut my crease a little higher than I normally do for my eye shape. But to me, it worked out in my favor. So, and I'm just adding in a little bit more of that brown, and it might have even been like a deeper brown because it wasn't smoky enough for me. I needed something a little bit darker, yeah, and it may have even been black. I'm not sure. Normally I try to stay away from black, so it probably wasn't black. It probably was just a really deep brown in that James Charles palette. All right, now I'm going back in with that first brown shade, and right above the dark brown, I'm just adding in that color again because of course it got washed away as I was blending out the second brown or third brown. So here I am. So you see that I've already cut one crease and it's like high. So that's what I wanted to try. I just wanted to try cutting creases at like with different shapes. And oh, okay. Sorry, got a little bit on your face. But I want to cut the creases at different heights to see like what looks I can create, or like I said, different eye shapes, what it would be like cutting it on someone with a larger eye. And I have like little chinky eyes, and I feel like I have a good amount of eye space that I can work with, but my eyes are not really big. So yeah, I was really just experimenting. I'm trying to make sure that these are as close as possible. And boom, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and start adding in some color. So right now I'm patting in, making sure that concealer or that base is dry. It's not wet or tacky. Because if it's wet still and you don't set it, or at least dry it down, it's going to be really hard to move eyeshadow around on it because it's going to get stuck. Your brush and bristles are going to get stuck, and yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. All right, so I'm packing in a brown, and I think this is like the second brown that I use, so it's not the darkest, but it's the middle brown. And I think I use just all the browns that I use before to blend, before cutting the crease. So I use the middle brown first, just because I like to play it safe. So I like to start where I know it's not too dark and see what that looks like. And then if I feel like, oh, this is not dark enough, then I know I can add that darker brown in, which is what I ended up going back and doing. And the first brown is what I added right in front of that. Yep, so you want to blend it and make sure that they look the same on each side, making sure that whole corner, and being that it was cut high, I kind of had to make sure the whole thing was, the whole corner or whole side was covered, um, which is a little more than like the regular cut crease. And there I was like trying to decide what gold I was going to do, because by that time on my mind, like I said, all I had was holiday. So I was like, girl, what kind of gold are you going to do? So I used a little shimmery golds in the James Charles palette. I think one of them was lighter, and one of them was like a copper gold. Matter of fact, I think I've used that color gold before in a video, and I ended up going with the like gold, like regular gold. So I'm just kind of packing that in and kind of pushing back on that brown because it had came a little bit too far over from the corner. So when I put in the gold, I just kind of reinforced and like back up, you in my way. All right, so now I got that, and I'm going to go ahead and draw these wings on these eyes. Honey, I am still practicing on these wings. Like, I know I'm going to get it, but I don't know. My eyes are just like, I don't know if it's having a steady hand or what, but I got to get better at this wing. So now I think, like, I used to try to go up from the corner and then go down, and I don't know if it's because I be holding my eye, if that kind of brings my eye down. I don't know. If y'all have suggestions on that, let me know in the comments. I mean, it's okay, but it's just not me. I'm a perfectionist, so I'm like, oh, this could be better. Oh, I could do this better. Oh, I could have did this. That's just me in anything. Because I have people that be like, oh, your wing is cute. But I spent so many years saying I cannot do no wing, and I ain't even about to try until like lately, last month or so, I've been like wing everywhere. Like, I got to have a wing because that's the only way I'm gonna get it if I'm practicing. And I'd rather practice on myself than practice on clients or like my family. If I do makeup for family, just for fun, then I'll be like, okay, let me try this wing. But yeah, so now I go like the top line because I think I'm better at like, I can do like what ratio or what angle the line should come down for my eye. So I kind of do it the other way now. Like I do the line first and then do the other part. I don't know. I'll show you maybe in another video, but needless to say, the wing is not, I'm still learning. We still working on it. It's a work in progress. I'm gonna get it though. And then I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. It's my eye shape, y'all. I'm convinced it's my eye shape. Maybe it's not. But in my mind, that's what it is. So I'm going ahead and putting some lashes on. I already put my Duo Lash Glue up there. The green one, because that's the one that dries clear and it works the best for me. And I'm using the Lavish Lashes, which are my lashes from my lash line. And this is in the style Tati. So it has a lot of lashes. It's kind of volumed lashes, but at the same time, they're short. So they're really glasses friendly. I know I have a lot of women that be like, oh, I wear glasses, but I want to wear lashes. These are like bomb for you. And in the description, I'll have where you can message me to order lashes if you want them. Also, my Instagram page, Lavishlooksbylena, you can go up there and you'll see like a video or a picture of all the lashes that I sell. Currently, I have 5, and I'm getting ready to like reorder and maybe get some different styles. So now before I'm about to get ready to do foundation, I'm kind of going back and like, I like to go back and make sure like the things that I've already done are like good before I move on, because I'm going to end up going back again. And that's me telling myself, okay, girl, move on. So I'm adding the Pond's moisturizer, and I'm just moisturizing my face before I add my foundation. Y'all, moisturizing, you definitely, like, even if you have dry, or definitely if you have dry, but if you have oily skin, a good moisturizer will never hurt you. Like, you just don't have to add as much, but putting moisturizer on your face definitely helps. Now I'm just using some red, the color correcting cream. I think this was LA Girls too, but it's the red one. And that's because I have a red undertone, so that's what helps hide my dark hyperpigmentation the most. So I'm just taking that, and then I'm taking a little brush and just blending it into my skin before I add on the foundation. Alright, so I ended up skipping that part. I've already added foundation. I use the Juvia's Place in the color Cano, or the shade Cano. And I am using concealer in the color Deep Cinnamon by e.l.f. And honestly, this is like one of the concealers that I like the most. Like I hadn't tried it. I kind of went all over the place and was just trying concealers, trying to see which ones or what formula I like the best. And so far, I really like the e.l.f. concealer. Like, it does it for me for right now. It works for me. So now I'm using the Black Radiance contour palette. And there must have been a whole lot on my brush right there. So I had to go back with my sponge and kind of take some of that off. But anyway, I'm using that Black Radiance contour palette to go ahead and add in my contour. And that's adding on the highest points of like my cheeks and my chin, the bridge of my nose, so the sides of my nose, around my forehead, and yeah, that's it. So I'm just using that Morphe brush to kind of go ahead and start blending in, or apply that contour to my nose, and then I'm gonna go back in and blend that out. So once I've gotten my contour in and I've blended out my highlight, I like to go in with the Beauty Blender then and kind of press everything in. I use brushes to put it on, and then I use the Beauty Blender to blend it all together. So this is actually another e.l.f. concealer, and this is in the color, I think it's tan, but it's lighter than 2 shades, and that's because like my under eyes, I like to be a little bit lighter. It wasn't light enough for me. I feel like that really makes the look and make it more drastic between my contour and my highlight. So I go in and I added a little bit lighter shade of concealer for my highlight. And I just kind of use the product that's left for my forehead. I don't put anything up there. Alright, so now I'm using my Banana Deep Powder, and I'm just putting that on my Real Technique sponge. And I'm going to put that on all the places that I highlighted my face. So under my eyes, my nose, my forehead, and even under my contour, just to carve that out a little bit. I'm putting it in all those places to bake my face. Now, I said bake my face, but I really don't bake. Like, I go ahead and wipe that off, because if I let that sit up there too long, I'm going to be looking casket ready, and I ain't got time. So, yeah, I go ahead and wipe it off. Now, I did just get some new powder, and I'm going to do another video using that powder, but I got it like right after I shot, maybe even the same day after I shot this video, and it is the Morphe powder, and it's translucent rich. Oh my god, it is so bomb. I used it on a client that was like my skin tone, and then one that was a little lighter than me, and it worked for both of them, and it didn't leave like a cakey look. So yeah, I really like that powder. It's my new fave. So I'm using that highlighter that I got from Amazon. I don't even know the name of it, but it has like a white, a pink, a gold highlight in there. I just use a little bit of that to highlight my face, and some blush from the Watch Me Blush palette by Crayon Case. I just use a little bit of that on my cheeks. Now I'm going to get me a baby wipe and wipe some of that makeup off of my lips so I can go ahead and apply my lip combo. I'm using a black brown pencil to line my lips. And this is from, I think, LA Colors as well. Just a little cheap pencil I got from the dollar store. But it's in the color black brown, and sometimes I use it for my brows, but I'm using it for my lips today. And yeah, I'm going to use, to outline that, I'm going to use the lipstick. It's Crayon Case, and it's Gumbo, so it's like a dark brown color. I love it so much. I really do. I need to get another one, but that's neither here nor there. I have this, I think this is Rimmel London, and it's called, I want to say it's called Honey. I have to look at the name of it, but it's like a nude shade, and it is so pretty. And it works really good. Like if you put gloss on first and then you put that lipstick on, it gives it like just the amount of like, I don't know, it just does something to it. Just take it from like 100% to 200%. Like, I like the lipstick anyway, but if you put some gloss on first and then put that on, it is so bomb. And then here I am, being the perfectionist that I am. I'm trying to go back over every little thing that I see to make sure the look is all the way together before I spray my face. And here we go. So that's the end of the look. This is what it looks like. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.